Hello and welcome to Redvee TV's preview show, supported by A-Star Recruitment for the 2019 season, as we look ahead to Magic Weekend and in particular Saints versus Castleford. I was going to do this in front of Witnesses Ground, to be honest. They were the last team that we played at Magic, but I had to come in and pick up the medals for people on social media who've been boasting that either they've never been to a Magic Weekend to support their club, or they're not going to Anfield this weekend to support their club. There's some misgivings about Anfield. I'll get to them later on in the preview show, but I just don't understand that when we're 10-15 miles down the road at Anfield, that's a good stadium that has hosted an England international, has hosted Saints in the past, people don't want to go and cheer the boys on. Don't understand it. I'm not going to be standing here and be a tub thumper, but it's £12.50 if you're a season ticket holder. I've just gone and picked my ticket up as well. We do pay to get into these things, and I just don't get it. Just don't get it at all. Anyway, now that's off my chest. Step back off my soapbox. We'll go with squad news. James Roby comes in place of Jack Wellsby. No surprises there. People have said that there's two changes to the squad, with Kevin Nagama coming back in, but it's not really. Nagama was named in the 19-man squad last week. He will play this week. Justin Holbrook's been in the local media saying as such. Kevin Nagama's had a bad back, so they were just game managing him, and to be honest, it's the right thing to do. We can afford to do it. 6 points clear at the top. We can afford to rotate a little bit, give people a rest when they've got a niggle. That's what Justin Holbrook said all through his time here, that if someone isn't quite right, then they'll get a little bit of time off. So with them changes to the squad, you'll expect Adam Swift and either one of Aaron Smith or last week's match winner James Bentley to drop out. You'd expect Smith really to get that place on the bench. Interchange with Roby makes complete sense. Cass are missing Jesse Senilafeo, who has gone home on compassionate leave. He's a big miss. I rate Senilafeo, and Cass will need to match us in the forward, similar to what Salford did last week. Roby's return should help our pack a little bit more experience to go alongside Alex Walmsley, because we're relying on young lads like Matty Lees and Jack Ashworth. We have got Kyler Moore in there for experience. It's good having that mix. If you've got too much youth in there, they've not got the game smarts, have they? They're learning, and the only way that they can learn is by keep getting put out there and having minutes. But it'll be good game management from Roby, which will hopefully see us through on Sunday. Saints will obviously be wearing the Magic Weekend kit. It's possibly the best one we've had so far. It still gives us the Redvee and kind of promotes the brand, but also raises money for charity, and it's the St Helens Autism Support Charity that we've been supporting for the past couple of years now. Read on the website that we'd earned about £30,000 for the charity, which is great going. So you don't have to buy a Magic kit to donate to them. I'm sure if you get in touch with the SAS, you'll be able to donate or support them however you can. We'll go on to Magic Weekend. As I say, I don't really get this thing of people boasting on social media about not going. I get why people might not go. People might not go to away games, they might not go to Wigan, but we took 6,000 to Wigan. We've sold out our allocation of 4,000 for this weekend, which is great going. Good on you if you bought a ticket. People have been asking, is Anfield the right ground? Is it the right place? I mean, I'm going to reserve judgment until Sunday. I can't remember the last time I actually went to Anfield for a game. May well have been a bit of a corporate one. I'm not a Liverpool fan before anybody thinks it, so it will have been a while ago. Is the area around Anfield the best? Is the area around Wakefield the best? We'll probably go in and watch a game or two. It is what it is. I know people go there for the atmosphere, for the fan zone. Newcastle was great for getting out and having something to eat and a couple of drinks, and Anfield probably won't have the same experience. As I say, I'm not well versed on what's around Anfield, so I'm going to reserve my judgment until after the game, and I'm sure in Instant Fan Reaction, which should have a returning Scouser, hopefully, we'll be able to give you a better idea of our views on it. By all means, get involved at redvee.net, on Facebook. and on the comments to this video, let us know what is round Anfield, what can we look forward to, what should we avoid. It's not in the greatest location, as in it's not in the city centre like Cardiff and Newcastle, but listen, you've got to make what it is. You can go in for one game and then come back out, and in all likelihood that'll be very similar to what I'll do tomorrow. I might go in for the Leeds-London game, but you can argue that the draw as well of the fixtures isn't the greatest, just two headliners, but they all kind of mean something. Leeds-London, you wouldn't have pegged that at the start of the season as being a relegation battle, but it is, and hopefully London can get the victory there. No offence, Leeds fans, but it might make it a little bit more interesting than seeing a team cut adrift. With regards to tickets, I'm not going to lie to you, I've been offered complimentary since I bought my ticket. And people can't give them away. You almost think, has there been enough promotion? I work in Liverpool City Centre, I work smack bang in Liverpool City Centre, and I've chatted to a couple of people, well, 20 people who work on our floor out of 90, and asked them, do they know what Magic Weekend is? Only one of them had heard adverts on the Greatest Hits radio, and this is based on the non-rugby fans, because there's a handful of us who are rugby league fans. But there's only one who's heard adverts on Greatest Hits radio for Magic Weekend. Quite a few of them didn't even know what the concept was, and because these are people who live in and around Liverpool, these are the type of people you want coming to the games, walking up, similar to what we've had in Newcastle, possibly to a lesser extent Cardiff. But it just seems like a little bit of a missed opportunity, and I'm not laying that all at Super League. You've got to lay that sometimes at clubs as well. You know, Saints have pushed their tickets and they've pushed the Magic kit. Have every club been as good as they can be when it comes to marketing it? Have Super League been as good as they can be? Well, Dacia have signed up for a new contract, so they're happy with it. It remains to be seen what attendances are like, and if Robert Elston makes a brave decision to take it either back to Newcastle or change it up a little bit. There's a couple of changes I'd make. I'm going to try and write an article on it. I've got so many that I'm trying to write. It's untrue. But I wouldn't have it as a loop fixture. I hate loop fixtures. I don't see the point of I think we should expand the league. This is all part of an article, so I'll get into this more. I think we should expand the league, get rid of loop fixtures, and have Magic Weekend as a game that is part of your home and away fixtures. But to have that, Super League would have to obviously reimburse, because if we missed out on a game, we'll say against Castleford here, they'd obviously have to reimburse season ticket holders. So I know it's a bit all pie in the sky, and people will turn around and say it doesn't work, it can't work, but I'll try and write something down and get it absolutely spot on for you. Couple of other things that I'll speak about as well, not to do with Saints, but the Barcelona fixture last weekend. I thought it was a great game. First half was intense, cup final-esque, and then the second half Wigan just fell away, which was absolutely beautiful to watch of a Saturday afternoon. And you know what? They got invited there. It was in Catalonia, where the Dragons represent. If it gives publicity over there and over here, good on them. Let's get it to more. If stadiums want to host rugby league and want to boost it in their areas, why not? Why not get involved over there? Hopefully Super League and Catalans, and especially Catalan, could build on it. It probably is up to them rather than Super League to build on it. It's their area. It's for them to build their fan base. If they play half the games in Spain, half of them in France, in the Catalonian region, then good. Take it to different places. Get it played at Espanyol's ground. Get it played at the Nou Camp. Get it played at the mini stadium next to the Nou Camp. Get it played in Perpignan. Why not? Why not at all? As long as they can build on the fan base, not lose the ones that they've built so far, but build on it. Great stuff. Last but by no means least, I'll mention the Saints Community Development Foundation. They've launched a guide dog appeal. You'll be able to find all the details. I'll retweet it on redvee.net, but you'll find it at Community Saints as well. They're trying to raise £15,000 to get people in St Helens guide dogs. Now, this is a charity that is on your doorstep, so let's get behind it. Let's get behind the Community Development Foundation. We've done work for them in the past. We'll no doubt do work for them again. There's a colour run coming up as well towards the end of the season. So let's get behind them. Let's see if Saints fans can raise the money and get some guide dogs for local people and keep that charity money in the local area. That'll do. That'll do for today, I think. All my erms are sponsored by whoever asked how many times I can say there's another one in one of our interviews. It's pretty difficult when you're on your own trying to think of what to say and not say but noted. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We'll see you on Sunday after Saints versus Catalan for some instant fan reaction, and as I say, hopefully interrupting.
I interrupt when I want to, Kevin.
Dave will be back.